What's up?
What's up, bro? The man, right there.
Secret spot right here, huh?
Oil.
Secret spot. Shh. Guys, don't comment where this is if you know where this is. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ryan Meyer's Expeditions. We're out here in Lanai and we are attempting to hunt. We're struggling at hunting. It's been difficult. So, taking a break and we're coming out here and we're going to do what hopefully I do a little bit better, and we're going spearfishing. We got Toon Life 808 here. He's got a channel, I'll put that down below. And we got Ryker. I'm gonna take a couple deep drops, see what's down there, and yeah, it's always good anytime you get to dive a new zone and see some of these different species that we don't always get to see over on our Kona coast. You know, they keep saying yellow spot over and over, and that's one of our favorite sashimi fish in the world. So we'll be looking for that one. Shooting the Pathos laser today, 110 carbon roller. Really good small package for traveling, but still big enough in case an Ono or something big comes by on the ledge. We will see you guys in the water. This trip was so insane because I was completely out of my element like the entire time. I was really struggling with hunting. I was exhausted. We walked so many freaking miles and I got like a week's worth of work done before I had to go on this trip. So I just arrived like overall just really run down. So I was kind of worried about getting out here in the ocean and how I was gonna feel and whether I was gonna be able to kind of perform the same way that I'm used to. And as soon as I got in the water, put the wetsuit on, dove down, like it was like being home again. It was really kind of incredible to see how quickly all of that came back, and I was really just right back in my comfort zone doing exactly what I do best. This was my first dive out here. Just a nice warm-up dive. You can see I'm right here next to these big logs that have drifted right out from the harbor, and right away, Moana Collies came in, something I'm super familiar with. I knew the drill. I was like, I don't have a lot of time today and I just need to shoot a couple fish for dinner. And these things came right in, and I knew that if I took my time and waited them out, they would present me with exactly that shot that I was looking for. And I did, and it worked out perfectly, and I was able to get a fish. And really, this fish meant so much more than this fish to me. Like, I needed this restored set of confidence so badly after like 3 days of completely miserable failing hunting. So after that first shot, I was feeling much more confident. My dives were shockingly doing pretty well. And Thad brought me out to like the point. And anywhere you're diving, anywhere in the world, you're looking for a current and a change in big structure. And that's exactly what we had here. We had a wall that was just a sheer drop off. The top of it was maybe like 50 feet and the bottom of it was like probably close to 100. And I was like, do you go down to the bottom? Do you know what's out there? And he was like, nah, not really. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go see what's down there. So again, drop straight down to the bottom, the edge of that reef. What I'm always looking for is kind of where the big structure turns to sand or gravel, and that's where I'm gonna head to first, and I'm gonna look around down there and kind of look for those ukus and those mu. And you can see I had to kind of shuffle around a little bit, look in that hole there to try and find a comfortable landing spot. And that's something that I'm always trying to do, is become as comfortable as I can on the bottom. If you're not comfy down there, you're not going to be able to stay long, period. That's it. That's just the way it is. I'd rather take that extra hop, that extra little time to get myself in a comfortable situation so that I can stay down there as long as I can. Then I'm down there, I'm doing my grunting, I'm dusting a little bit, I'm looking to wait and see if anything comes in, and then I'm going to head back up to the top. But what's cool here is what I'm going to come back by is going to be that cleaning station that Thad was telling me about. And a cleaning station is just kind of a place where bigger predators come to get cleaned by the little fish. And on my way up here, you'll see that I'll spot right on the corner here that yellow spot papillo. And I pointed out to the guys, I do not try and go over there and get it. Now, if I tried to go get it, I might spook it, I might ruin the shot, I might scare it away, I might black out because I've been down there for too long. It's a much better idea to point it out and get some time to make a proper hunting plan and make sure you land this fish. So Thad was up next here. This is actually Thad's GoPro cam, but this is a really cool kind of video to show you how he hunts, and he does this really well. He knows where that fish is. It's sitting right over there on top of that little sea fanny coral head thing. He doesn't go over there. He goes down 10, 15 feet away, about a distance of a shot, and then posts up and waits till that fish gives him the pass that he's looking for, and then he pulls himself forward just enough to close the distance, make that shot happen, and then on his way up, he manages to keep this thing out of the reef. Right now, he's probably putting that hand on the reel, clamping down just enough pressure to keep it from wrapping back up in the reef and in the current, and he's able to land this beautiful sashimi grade fish. So we actually had a pretty long length of time in between some of those other dives with the yellow spot papillo and then this dive here. When we got out to that yellow spot, right after we shot that yellow spot papillo, we got really blown back in the current and we did like a massive loop and kind of tooled around in some other areas and it was pretty dead except for an Ono that we saw come through. But eventually we decided, let's go check that point again. And what's crazy is when we got to that point this time, there was zero current, which is a totally different situation and changes completely the way you're able to dive a particular spot. Now, all the life was gone, the bait was gone, all the potential for like those yellow spot papillos and the life was gone, but it gave me the ability to push out just a little bit deeper and hunt the outer side of that drop off. So before I was there at about 100 feet on the edge, this is probably about 105, 110, and you can see those roll off bouldery type things that I'm always telling you guys I'm looking for. And you can tell the amount of life, the difference that is down here. I mean, there's multiple big roys, there's a couple ukus that are gonna come in here, there's big ta'aus running around everywhere. There's just a lot of biomass, a lot of life, massive schools of ta'apes. You see that first uku comes in and then another one comes in from the left. This is just what I'm always looking for, and that little bit of extra depth that I'm able to get to opens up so many more of these spots. And with that little Pathos 115, I was able to put a solid shot in this uku here, which I needed. You know, I needed this boost of confidence here to go back and spend the rest of the day hunting and the next several days hunting and just get me kind of feeling better about my own skills. You know, I'm in my element here and I'm getting ready to go back out hunting and completely revert back to like being a total noob, a total kook. So this fish meant a lot right here. I was freaking pumped and we were able to take this thing back and have an absolute feast.
There we go. Dude, I needed some hunting confidence.
All right, guys, so we just got in and Ryker's buddy Aiden showed up. So I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to get out of here and go hunt, but I told him I'd come out here, help him dive for a little bit. So we're just gonna go real shallow. We're gonna do some breathing exercise with them, see how long we can get them to hold their breath down on the bottom, let them shoot my gun, just kind of have a quick little fun session here. What are you guys doing? You jumping in? Guys, so the key to holding your breath for a long time is to sit there and do nothing. Float on the surface, do nothing. Super slow, swim down, do nothing. Grab a hold of a rock, do nothing. I'm gonna come down there with you. I'm gonna have the watch, and I'm gonna tell you, just wait. You're perfectly safe. Nothing can happen to you. I'm right there to help you, you know, if anything happens. And just try and relax and stay down there as long as you can. And each one of those will just try and get a little bit longer and a little bit longer until you kind of feel what it feels like to kind of, you know, push back past some of those contractions, some of that CO2 that you start to feel. All right? So we'll play with that. What are you doing? That didn't even start, bro. It was only 34 seconds. All right, so when you think you want to come up, don't come up. Just stay. All right, and when you're on the surface, try and really slow down, really hold your breath, or really breathe nice and easy and slow and relax. All right, Aiden, whenever you're ready, you'll be next. You're all right. So you got a lot of contractions, right? You can feel that pain. It kind of hurts, right? The key to getting rid of that is to be more relaxed here on the surface. See how you're moving right now? See how you're treading water? You should float like this, perfectly still. You guys see how I'm not moving at all? No muscles are moving. That's the whole entire thing you do the whole time while you're out there diving. That's the difference. And the reason that you're able to do that is by being properly weighted. So because you don't have a wetsuit on or a weight belt and you have no fat on you, you're probably sinking right now. Why don't you try to go horizontal on the surface and just really relax, breathe slowly in and out and try not to move any muscles and see if you float. You sink like a rock. That's what's hard, bro. That's why you have to wear a wetsuit.
What?
Yo, I didn't even realize you had a weight belt on, bro. Let me see that thing. Now try what I was telling you about floating on the surface. The goal is to not be using focusing any muscles. And even if they're tense, you know, you don't want them tense at all. You want them totally flat, totally relaxed. Now, whenever you're ready, do that. And then whenever you're ready, take a nice dive. Go to the bottom, hold onto a rock, and chill. And let's see how much better you feel this time.
In every video, my most asked question by far is how can I hold my breath longer? Most people want some kind of magic trick that will take them from 45 seconds on the bottom to 2 minutes. Unfortunately, there is no one trick. Holding your breath for long enough to hunt properly comes from a combination of a million little things, and the only way to get there is to tackle them one at a time.
Do you feel any better, or now you feel like you're floating?
I was floating.
Yeah, you're floating off the bottom. So that's why you gotta hold on if you're shallow. So,
I'm just swallowing water.
You keep swallowing water? Yeah, let me fix your mask. Your mask should be higher up on your head. You want that up here, up there, so it pulls straight back in.
I can hear me.
Ryker, you ready? Do a nice one.
Practice pushing yourself with a good buddy and teach each other each new tiny trick as you discover them. Don't be afraid to take some time without the spear guns to really focus on perfecting your wading, your duck dives, and your breath holds. The guys that treat this as a sport and make an effort to really practice rather than just go out hunting will always progress way faster.
That was 45 seconds. That was pretty long, dude. You guys starting to feel how, like, if you relax on the surface, the difference, you know? And you can tell, like, when you guys go spearfishing, you're not doing this. You're zipping over here, you're flying all around, you know? It also scares all the fish away. You know, when you chase after them and you're all over the place, everything is afraid of you. We're gonna go down together. You're gonna come down by this ledge right here, and you're gonna look this way, along that ledge, and shoot that way.
I was ready to get back to some land hunting, so it was time to put a gun in these guys' hands and see if they learned anything. One of the biggest things I see newer guys doing wrong is they try to do too much. Nothing is as important as going to the bottom and simply being relaxed. If you are down there and your fins are straight up and you're moving your head all around, nothing cares about your attempts to attract them over by dusting. Everything is way too busy fleeing. The stillness must come first.
So what you need to do there is drop your fins down to the bottom so they're flat, okay? And then don't move. Like, don't do any of the scratching or crusting. You're done. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing too much. You're moving all over the place and the fish are afraid. So just get down there and just chill, and those fish know you're there and they'll come over.
If you're seeing any of these same mistakes in yourself, go find a buddy, pick one tiny thing, and go out and master it. It was really special to see these two young dudes progress even just a little bit this day. And honestly, that's the way you get better at this sport, a teeny tiny bit each time you make it out.
Bro, you just got a fish as soon as I get out of the water. Aiden, nice Polani. That's like a real fish. Bro, that's a proper fish. That's a good one. I eat these. Sweet little dive there. You know, we went out to that cleaning station. I got a nice little Moanakali, and then picked up a really, really nice uku. What about you guys? How was that?
Good.
We picked up this straggler there at the end. You had a fun little dive though.
Yeah, I got a panini.
And you got a Polani.
A panini, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Riker?
Got an octopus, a golden Roy, but I didn't keep.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Dad?
Yo.
How was yours?
I got sashimi, so got a nice yellow spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are you doing with your yellow spot? Is that all, they all go sashimi?
Sashimi, and then probably do like some zukidon, so like marinated sashimi over a rice bowl.
Oh, wow, that sounds great right now. I'm so hungry. That sounds amazing. I haven't eaten at all. Guys, we're heading back. We're racing home. We'll see you guys at the house. What are we doing, guys? What do we got?
Got uku and breadcrumbs with Hawaiian salt. Gonna be in some hot oil.
Want a collie going in? So we got that Moana collie going in there whole. Then we took that uku and we chopped it up into chunks, salted it, and we're not gonna use any egg or anything like that. Super simple.
Campfire recipe.
This is the Ben Zion special.
Bro, I'm coming out with a cookbook. 3 ingredients or less, campfire specials, how to cook your fish. Once Ryan learns how to hunt, we'll actually do some meat too.
So what he means is never. Show us your fish, show us your fish. Get out.
Oh,
So you gotta take a spoon or something, get all those scales out. You gotta get all of them off, and we're gonna salt it, and that thing's gonna be delicious fried, man. So we're cooking this fish up right now, right? And it reminded me of something I was thinking about when I was, you know, hunting today. You look at me go out there and go spearfishing, and it's like I just swim out there and like swim down and get an uku, like no big deal. Like it didn't take me like, you know, 15 years of hard work. And that's exactly how I felt today when I was hunting these deer. You know, I watch these videos and you guys just go out here and walk up and stick an arrow in a deer and it just falls over and dies. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. Let's go do that. And like, you know, 6 months of practicing. And it's incredible how much more work and how much more time and dedication is required to be good at this sport, which is just like spearfishing. It took me 15 years to get to where I am now.
We can throw in quite a few.
Yeah, get him in there.
Yeah, perfect.
What's up, Dad?
What's up, man?
How's that nugget?
Good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nuggets.
Oh.
Nice big chunk of uku there. Golden fried. There's nothing like fried uku after a long day. Hunting, diving, hunting. I mean, what is better than that?